You better be ready for this next title defense. I've got someone lined up who's not the biggest fan of your work. This one's going to be personal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
It's the United States Champion looking to continue dominance.
The United States champ has been on quite the run as of late. Even if you don't like how he goes about his business, you have to admit he's handling it.
You have to give some credit to his associate, Hector Flores. Whatever the champion needs done, however twisted it may be, Hector is there and willing to do it.
The champion hopes to make quick work of their opponent, whoever it is. Jimmy Uso is here to settle a personal vendetta.
Just when the archetype thought they had moved past this rivalry, they have to face the consequences of their actions yet again.
You ain't gonna just get away with assaulting someone's father that easy. The champ might be in trouble here tonight, facing a fired up Jimmy Uso who's looking to settle a score.
Jimmy Uso is fighting for his family and a championship.
Introducing the challenger from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso! And his opponent from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 163 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, the Archetype!
One of the most prestigious titles in all of sports entertainment here for the taking, the United States Championship.
The champion had no idea who he'd be facing tonight, and it turned out it's an opponent with a whole lot of motivation.
It's hard enough not knowing who you're up against, Cole, but then it turns out to be someone who's got a major axe to grind. Good luck with that.
I hear you, Booker, but we've seen the former archetype do whatever is necessary to win. I think that still gives him the slight edge here against Jimmy Uso.
Twisting and torquing that arm.
That arm's going to be sore for a while. Could affect all their offense.
Getting out and now locking in the side headlock. And what a throw!
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
Able to parry that one.
Smash with that flying form, dog.
Jimmy Uso is hoping the element of surprise will allow him to get some revenge on behalf of his family here tonight. Quick pin, championship on the line. Ref found a 2 count.
Can't be happy about how long that pin went. Not with so much match left to go.
Right to the kidneys from behind. Looping into the wheelbarrow, up and boom, DDT. Down for the pin. Gets his shoulder up right before 2.
And no more than a 1 count. He's still quite fresh.
DDT! The challenger enduring the punishment.
Questionable defense on that sequence. Has to tighten that up.
Placing him in the corner. Ow!
And the shoulders down. This could be it.
Strong kick out, but you have to wonder if he can keep it up.
Bang! Drop kick.
Throwing caution to the wind, down with a senton.
Just took that high risk and got that high reward. Big time. Oh, yeah, man.
Sent straight into the barricade.
Oh my gosh, going head on into the stairs.
He quickly slides into the ring. And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out.
Blast off!
Oh, just nailing the double axe handle.
Big time payoff off a big time risk.
He's headed to the top now. Demoralizing spot for Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy Uso has to trust.
From the heavens, splash from the top.
The champion clearly doing whatever it takes to retain their title here.
Are we sure the shoulder? The US champ is overcoming the surprise factor just as I predicted.
How about this for a surprise factor? Main event Jey Uso is in the house.
The champion better keep his eye on the ball here.
Jimmy Uso has the United States title.
And the champ has no idea. Boom!
Jimmy with the cover.
That's it. We've got a new United States champion.
The so-called archetype was beaten at his own game. Credit to Jimmy and his brother Jey Uso. This was a team effort.
And it looks like there's some discord between the now former champ and Hector Flores.
You hate to see it. What a night for the entire Uso family.
It was a long trip back here, so I had a lot of time to think about what happened in your match. I feel like I let you down.
You think? You straight up blew it! We've been over this 100 times. What's your job when you're out there in my corner?
Do whatever it takes to make sure you win.
Yeah. And instead, you failed to warn me that Jimmy had recovered. And then, you did nothing while he hit me with my belt. You cost me the match, and my United States title.
I'm sorry.
You're lucky you have a chance to make up for it. Aldous has booked us against the Usos in a steel cage match at Saturday night's main event. This is your opportunity to prove your worth.
I'll be ready.
Good. Because depending on how things go in this match, a lot could change. One way or the other.
It's the fallen hero and his partner who he's dragged down with him.
The following contest is a tag team steel cage match. And at a combined weight of 365 pounds, the archetype and HECTOR.
The Archetype and Hector Flores are in trouble here. There's still a lot of bad blood over what they did to Rikishi, and now there's nowhere to run inside that steel cage.
That may be true, but don't forget the former champion has got to still be stinging from the US title loss. That will provide some extra motivation in the cage tonight.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, the team up, Jimmy, and main event, Jay, the Usos.
The Usos look focused, seeking revenge for everything that's transpired the last couple of months.
The Archetype crossed the line. Taking his title wasn't enough. Tonight, the Usos are really going to make him and his minion pay.
We are this close to seeing four men tear each other apart.
What can we expect here, guys? Chaos, turmoil, bloodshed?
All of the above and more, Michael. These four can't stand each other, and now they have no option but to fight to a finish.
All I know is this match will change these four men forever. You can guarantee that.
Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio and strength.
Wow! Hurricanrana! Oh! With authority! Ooh! Kick and an uppercut. Fists are flying to this brutal steel cage match as these four men settle their differences once and for all.
Going after the arm, just like that.
Having a weakened arm can limit you in so many ways, making it harder to execute on even simple attacks.
Dragon screw. Oh my God, moonsault. And the fight is being brought to the Usos then.
A flurry of ferocious attacks here, and there is no respite whatsoever because incoming, massive.
Shoved into the ropes and attacking the lower back.
He's making the climb up towards the top of the cage.
Just battering their opponent.
Making that climb up that cage wall, man. Boom!
Jimmy plotting here.
Brought down with a neck breaker.
Oh, that's deep arm drag.
Being placed in the corner here. Jimmy saw it coming.
Misses on the springboard. Oh, man. Oof, a strong combination. Oh!
He's certainly feeling that attack.
Yeah, the Usos not looking thrown off in the least.
Oh, power!
Diving forearm smash. Spear!
Able to steer clear of danger there. Ooh, wicked.
Super kick! A quick response to Jay's offense. Breathtaking head scissor takedown.
Sent into the ropes and a sharp elbow to the back. Ooh, right to the throat. With a series of forearms.
Man, what timing on that counter. Trying to make their way out of the cage.
It's never easy climbing the cage like this.
Powerbomb. He comes crashing back down.
Has to refine a balance. It's hard to gather your whereabouts once you fall off the cage.
Kick right on the money.
And Jey Uso on the wrong end of some ruthless offense there.
The steel cage is just as punishing as your opponent, Cole.
This is a situation you want to avoid.
That maneuver goes to show you how much speed kills.
He's able to counter that.
They're showing blatant disregard for their opponent into the cage.
Oh, finds an opening and delivers the boot.
Inverted DDT. Fight. Brought down with a DDT. Jumping clothesline. What agility.
He's never been known to play nice with the crowd.
Going to try and scale the steel cage wall. Here we go. Inverted DDT. Blast off.
Oh, no water in the pool.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Hector's in imminent danger.
From the top. Elbow drop.
Propping him up in the corner.
Strikes with a kick.
Jimmy out of harm's way.
Jumping DDT. Fends off the attack with an elbow. He needs to be prepared.
Give me that smile, Buster.
What great. He's clawing his way up the side of the cage here.
Taking it nice and steady, trying to make it to the top.
Trying desperately to escape. Oh!
Able to avoid that one.
Oh! Jey Uso with a big punch. Now he's eating along. And another big right.
Perfectly executed tornado DDT.
Choosing to climb up the wall of the cage here.
Gotta be sure-footed climbing that cage.
Flat out power into the scoop slam. And he's got a log standing over the... Oh, guys, watch this.
Trying to take him down from the mountaintop.
Jey Uso's defenseless here. That could finish off Jey Uso.
Trying desperately to escape. Oh! Ooh, Jimmy manages to counter. Look out. Ooh.
Big head. Hector's got a hold of him. Oh, drop right on the back of the neck with that brainbuster. These men have stood toe-to-toe and gone blow for blow this entire match.
Yeah, I don't know how much more they possibly can have left. He's going to ascend the cage.
Oh, my!
Determined
Determined to make it up the cage, balance and a tight grip were key.
Here we go. Heads up the cage.
Uso crash landing.
And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
Dangling over the cage now. Does he have enough to get out?
Close to escaping. Top of the cage. Pulling that back in. Saving the matchup.
Oh.
He's looking to gain the higher ground on the wall of the cage here.
Looking to find more grip for the climb up the cage.
Oh, gotta keep your balance, man. Trying to scale that cage wall.
Starting up the side of the cage now. He's getting even closer to making an escape.
He's trying to get over. He knows victory is right there, man.
Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage.
He's almost there, but it looks like he's struggling to get that other leg out. Impaled by a spear.
And now Jay gaining another wind with that attack.
Jey Uso is right where he wants to be. Fight it top rope. Splash!
Will Jey take advantage?
Flores gets waylaid.
This packed crowd on their feet. Not one single person in this can't go for the Uso splash.
It's over. Hector is done.
He's looking for yet another exclamation mark.
Jey is in the worst way now.
He's trying to make his way up the cage.
Trying to stay sure-footed on the way up. The summit of this steel cage is in sight, gentlemen. Go.
Manages to reverse it.
Inching closer and closer to the top of the cage.
And he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
Obviously drained from the climb, but he's got to power through.
He's sent back to the mat in a heap.
This deep into the match, every fall hurts twice as hard. And able to skirt around that attack. Look at Flores getting the crowd involved.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex, back suplex into the neck breaker.
We've already seen a few blows land above the neck. You gotta admire the determination here.
Uso now, one super kick after super kick, and opponent goes down. Jimmy with a game ender.
Balancing on the top rope here.
And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
Not a lot of room for error up here.
Carefully planning his escape. He's getting even closer to making an escape.
Oh, this is the hard part now. He better know what he's doing.
He summited the cage. Now to make his descent to freedom.
And now he's carefully descending down the wall and into a well-deserved victory. What can we expect here, guys? Chaos, turmoil, bloodshed?
All of the above and more, Michael. These four can't stand each other, and now they have no option but to fight to a finish.
All I know is this match will change these four men forever. You can guarantee that.
Lift it up. What's next?
Carefully measuring their opponent.
Basement drop kick with impact.
That certainly cleans the chest in.
Blow right there, dog.
Bad thoughts here. Tossed against the cage with vicious intent.
You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win. Bottom rope moonsault.
Fists are flying in this brutal steel cage match as these four men settle their differences once and for all. Starting to climb up the steel cage.
Using every ounce of energy to make the climb up the cage.
He's looking to climb the steel cage now. He finds a counter for Jey.
Looking to ascend up the cage from the top rope.
Oh, he flips that around.
Oh, man! Boom!
Watch the quickness on this. Whipped over in a snap suplex.
Hit hard with the drop kick.
Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. Telegraph that one and delivers a blow to the gut. Kick and an uppercut.
Getting mentally in check, and I think the physicality part is coming soon. Needs to stay sure-footed en route to climbing up the cage.
Gotta be cautious here, man.
Scaling the steel cage wall. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top with a dangerous height here. Close to escaping. Top of the cage. Pulling them back in. Saving the matchup. Oh, Flores with good timing on the reversal. And he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
Making his way out. His nerves might be getting the best of him. Up and over. Now down the cage wall.
This is it. This is how it's all gonna end. Enziguri.
Looks like he's calling for the cage door to be opened. He better be quick about it.
Taking hold of Jay.
Dragon twist cut.
Jay is out. That is it.
He catches Jimmy with a counter.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
And Jay is being picked to pieces here.
And Jay needs to find an opening fast.
Ooh, he fends that off. Oh my God, what a kick. Looks like that really got him there.
Jey Uso looked as brutal as ever on that exchange. Carefully continuing that journey towards the top of the cage. Look at this. Jimmy Uso is honing in.
And he's done it. Made it all the way up the side of the cage. And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
Taking his shot, looking to exit the cage now.
And Flores is turning to the crowd for assurance. Being set up in the corner for something.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Leaping into the wheelbarrow, up and up. Boom, DDT.
Strong display from main event Jey Uso, but he'll be hitting the showers if he shows off too long.
Looking for the right footing here.
Here he goes, up the wall of the steel cage. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage.
He's halfway home. Time to start the descent.
Jimmy gets intercepted, and he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
Making his way out. His nerves might be getting the best of him. Getting his leg over, and now he is climbing down to freedom.
Climbing down to a win. Here he goes.
Here are your winners, the Archetype and HECTOR Flores.
The former Archetype and Hector Flores have escaped with a victory.
Of course, these two took the easy way out. The Usos gotta be frustrated.
A win is a win, right?
I know you're not the cordial type these days, but you still haven't told me if you like the gift I sent you.
I've been putting it to good use. Just ask Shinsuke and Rikishi.
Nonetheless, I've been meaning to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You did an excellent job warming up the crowd for my client's main event title defense later tonight. But more generally speaking, I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done since the Raw after Mania. When you weren't sulking away in your gym fighting nobodies, you wasted precious time going around the world searching for something that was never there. In the meantime, my client, Braun Breaker, was growing stronger, successfully defending his championship against every top competitor WWE has to offer. So I thank you, not for anything you've done, but for what you haven't done. See, when you turned down my services, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. If we had worked together, you would have dragged me down with you into your world of failure and depravity, just like you have with your sycophant, Hector Flores. Yeah, don't think I haven't noticed what you've done to him. So that's it. 2 simple words from preventing a downward professional spiral that I may have never recovered from. Thank you.
I have 2 words for you, Paul. Braun's finished. When I get back to Raw, your client will be no match for what I've become. I will take his title, bury him with that shovel, and you will be left with nothing. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
I gotta say, these conversations are getting more and more difficult.
No one's forcing you to talk to me.
No, but I feel an obligation to say something, to make sure you're okay. Look, I'm not here to say I told you so, but since we last spoke, you've lost your title. That was a direct consequence of you taking things too far.
Let me guess, but it's not too late to change.
It's not. And if you decide to make that change, I'll be waiting to support you the entire way. You have my word.
You can keep it.
I told you I'd be ready. That was a hell of a win we just pulled off.
We? Let's not get carried away. I did most of the work out there.
Still, I think we might be on to something. I've heard that we're next in line for a shot at the tag titles.
I'm focused on the WWE Championship.
Why not both? Imagine having a title belt on each shoulder. That is, if you're on board.
Actually, I'm not on board, Hector.
Okay. We can put off the tag title match.
Stop saying we. I'm not on board with going after the tag titles because I'm not on board with you. I am sick and tired of carrying you around everywhere I go like some kind of parasite, sucking every ounce of success out of my veins. Do you think I forgot that you cost me my United States title? With where I'm headed, I can't afford to have you hold me back anymore.
I was the only one who stuck around at your wrestling school. I dealt the deciding blow that set us on this path. Then I helped you terrorize SmackDown. I sold my soul for you. I thought that meant something.
That's the difference between you and I, Hector. You think I know. And I know I am done with you.
Yeah? Well, I know you'll pay for this someday. Karma's coming.
We'll see. In the meantime, I'm gonna do what I came back for, and that's win the WWE Championship. Without you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest WWE champion of the 21st century.
That's right. And I will be champion again now that I've broken every branch of the bloodline family tree. Not to mention dropping that deadweight Hector Flores. You guys pay the electric bill, Saxton? Anyway, I'm not talking about Hector ever again. He's the past. And what I want to talk about is the future. Me beating Braun Breaker for the... What the...
We're here. You've damned yourself, turning your back on the light. Now, the darkness is coming.
We're gonna wrap things up.